want to zoom in more? What did you learn from college? I think what I learned most from college is that you can really teach yourself anything. School was good for making connections and having opportunities that I probably wouldn't have elsewhere, like having a job board, having advisors, having a career center. All that stuff's helpful. But everything I've really learned about editing and storytelling, I've taught myself. And anybody can do it. It just takes a lot of time and effort. But unless you want to be a doctor. Why didn't you go to film school? That's a good question. At the time where I was making decisions of where I was going to go to college, I wasn't really ready to take the leap of saying I was going to pursue a creative career. I started off at FAU as undecided, then I transferred to UCF to do marketing, then I transferred back to FAU to do multimedia communications. It was a very hectic time. Drake actually wrote a song about it.
They can't decide, they keep switching majors. Being indecisive makes me anxious.
How would you regard your YouTube foundations if you became a Hollywood director? First of all, thank you. I appreciate that you have faith in me. It's really sweet. Second of all, I think what you're trying to say is if I were to become a director, would I still do YouTube? If that's what you mean, then I definitely would say yes. Unless you're the director and writer of a film, you ultimately lose a lot of creative control, which is fine. It's still amazing to work on sets. There's no complaints there. But the thing about YouTube that I would really have a hard time giving up and why I probably never would is the full creative control that it gives you. If I have a vision in my mind, I can grab my camera and bring it to life. Which is, it's quite nice, so. Oh my God, a bird just flew out of my car. Oh, no. Do you have any book recommendations? I always have book recommendations. I'll show you my new favorite book. Hold on. That book. And it's not because it's super academic or anything like that. This is just a genuinely entertaining book. I've always been a fan of Seth Rogen, but especially now after reading this book, I have a deeper respect for him in the sense that he's gone through such an interesting life. His childhood was so interesting. His adulthood obviously is so interesting. And that obviously makes for really good stories. And it kind of inspired me. I'm in this point in my life where I'm making big decisions about where I want to live, what I'm going to be doing with my life. And when I turned the final page of this book, I remember thinking to myself, I just want to go where this story takes me. I want to write and direct movies, and I definitely won't be getting good material for that sitting in my room. So I want to go where the story takes me. But this book kind of gave me some confidence in the sense that if I want to do what I say I want to do, I have to take some risks. Because that's really the only way to get good stories. It's really funny. He tells a lot of stories about weed. He talks about how he did stand-up comedy when he was just 13 years old. I can't even imagine that. I did it for the first time at 19, and it was awful. No, I couldn't recommend this book more. Don't expect to walk away from it feeling educationally enriched, but entertained 100%. I put an affiliate link to it down below. What inspires you?